You've invested in premium hardware synths and spent hours designing sounds, but taking that gear on stage often feels like walking into a trap. Managing a live setup usually means juggling complex MIDI routing and trying to keep your hardware synced, and inevitably battling driver conflicts across a screen cluttered with too many open windows. That is exactly the problem SY.CORE was built to solve. It is a completely free, web-native platform that pulls your MIDI routing, audio loops, and sound design into a single, unified environment. Performing electronic music live has somehow devolved into an IT nightmare. SY.CORE is designed to make all of that underlying technology completely invisible, leaving you free to actually play your instruments. When you look at the sheer scale of this ecosystem, the visual patch cables, the multi-device presets, the live sequencers, it is massive, and it was constructed by a single developer. To build a platform of this magnitude alone, the creator relied heavily on artificial intelligence. Right now, there is a very real cultural panic surrounding AI in the arts. People are terrified of models generating full songs and pushing human musicians out of the picture entirely. But the creator of SY.CORE drew a rigid, uncrossable line in the sand. AI was used exclusively to build the tool, and it is strictly banned from making the music. This boundary matters because it provides a distinct philosophical approach. It proves we do not have to accept the tech industry's default path, where software replaces the artist. Let's look at what happened behind the screen. AI handled the highly specific, unglamorous tasks of development: refactoring code, catching software bugs, and running tests. Here, AI functions strictly as a workflow accelerant. It feeds directly into the code compiler, completely isolated from audio output channels. It operates like traditional developer tools, highly capable at processing text, helping a solo developer ship updates much faster. In the developer's hands, AI is merely a structural tool used for construction. It possesses absolutely zero creative agency over the platform's final musical output. Step out of the codebase and into the studio, and the rules change entirely. The creator's manifesto strictly dictates that AI has zero say in what the actual user interface feels like to play. There is absolutely no prompt-to-song button anywhere in SY.CORE, and there never will be. Typing a prompt to generate a finished track removes the human entirely. You aren't making essential micro-decisions about a filter cutoff or a chord change. At that point, the software is just a vending machine wearing a keyboard. Treating music production this way is dishonest to the process of authorship. It lets users claim ownership of art where they made zero musical decisions. You might notice an immediate contradiction here. SY.CORE features a generative sound engine designed specifically for the Roland S1 synthesizer. So does that violate the anti-AI rule? No, because this engine is built entirely on mathematically balanced orchestration algorithms. It completely bypasses generative AI models. Here is how it actually works. The algorithm computes and proposes physical parameter values, sending them directly to the hardware synthesizer as MIDI control changes. There is a critical difference here. Proposing a set of synthesizer parameters gives the human more tactile options to explore. Generating a finished audio file eliminates the human entirely. The rest of SY.CORE's ecosystem demands that exact kind of tactile human input. You see this immediately in the visual MIDI patch cables, which let you manually drag and drop your hardware routing across a canvas. This hands-on design extends directly to the live performance surfaces, featuring a 16-pad live set control center and a 24-pad sample loops machine that you trigger in real time. The entire platform is built as a progressive web app. Once it loads and saves to your local drive, it disconnects from the internet and operates completely offline, independent of any cloud servers. Every sequencer, looper, and routing tool in SY.CORE is engineered to require your physical interaction. It provides a frictionless environment for you to make art, rather than making the art for you. Right now, the creative software industry is trapped in a false binary. Companies are either rejecting artificial intelligence completely or surrendering their entire creative process to it. SY.CORE's architectural philosophy serves as a blueprint for a middle path. It shows how AI can accelerate software development while keeping the final creative output strictly human. SY.CORE is defined by a hard boundary. The software refuses to make musical choices for the artist. AI's utility in the arts is found in building invisible tools rather than generating the art itself. Its function is to handle the infrastructure so the human can get back to turning the knobs and making the machine sing.